Alrighty, Miss Melody. Today we're going to be describing two-dimensional shapes, okay? So let's get started. So right here, I have a drawing of this shape. How would you describe this shape without using its name?
I would describe it by its sides.
Okay, how many does it have?
Three. And by its straight sides.
Yeah, straight sides.
There's 3 straight sides.
Yes, ma'am. Now look, there's another characteristic of this shape, and it is angles. Angle is formed when 2 sides meet, right? Watch as I trace the sides of an angle. So I'm gonna do this, highlight it, and tracing it. Okay. And I am going to do this.
Oh yeah, I know it now.
Right? So this little curve right here is the math symbol that we use to represent an angle. So these 2 purple sides form an angle, but there are more angles in this triangle. Can you show me where another angle is?
Right here.
Right there, yep. Show me with your fingers what 2 sides form that angle.
This side.
Well, this side and this side form this angle. What 2 sides form this angle?
This one, that one?
Yep, So there's one more angle in this triangle. Can you find it? Yep. What 2 sides meet to form that angle?
This one and that one.
Well, this one and this one make this angle. So what 2 sides meet to make this angle?
This one.
You're absolutely correct. So this triangle has 1, 2, 3 angles. Now, the point where 2 sides meet is called the vertex. Right here. So you see, we've been calling this the corner, but the math vocabulary word that we're going to use from now on is vertex. Okay? So I'm going to shade in the vertex. So this triangle has 3 vertices. When we have more than 1 vertex, we say vertices. Okay, so I'm gonna shade and I'm gonna count the vertices. So we have 1 vertex that I put right there. Then we have 2 vertices, and we have 3 vertices. Okay? Just a moment ago, we said that an angle, remember that we represented it with this curve, is formed when 2 sides meet. Let's look at this angle, okay? We can now see that this angle has 2 sides and 1 vertex, right? Okay, so now we're gonna create our own shapes with 3 sides and 3 angles that look different than this shape, okay? And you're gonna draw those shapes. So draw me shapes that has 3 sides and 3 angles.
3 sides and 3 angles.
Let's compare the shapes you drew with mine. These shapes look different, but they all have characteristics in common. So what attributes or characteristics do all of these shapes have in common? You gotta tell me using words with like angles, sides, and vertices when you're describing it.
It has 3 angles and 3 corners.
And what do we call those corners?
Angles?
We call them, what is that?
Vertex.
And if we have more than 1 vertex, what do we call it? Vertices. Yeah, so 1 is vertex, more than 1 is vertices. So you said that we have 3 angles, is what you said, right?
Mm-hmm.
What else does it all have in common?
They all have 3 straight sides.
Uh-huh. Yeah, 3 straight sides. Okay. And then they all have what?
3
Vertices. Yes, ma'am. All right. So I am going to draw an open shape because these are all closed, right? So I want you to see what an open shape looks like.
It's whenever it has, like, you can draw a hexagon, but it has a little space that is not connected.
You are so right. See, you're ahead of me. So you know you know it before even drawing it. So that is a what shape?
Open shape.
An open shape. So we're gonna close it so it can look like the other ones. Bam. And that's a closed shape, just like you described it. So all of these shapes have 3 sides, right? 1, 2, 3. Count the sides for this one.
1,
Uh-huh.
2,
Okay.
3.
And 3, yep. And what about this one? Count the
1,
sides.
2, 3.
Yep. And this one?
1, 2, 3.
Yep. You are so right. So that's 3 sides. These also have 3 angles, right? So you have 1 angle, 2 angles, 3 angles, just like this. 1 angle, 2 angle, 3 angle. So do the little symbol of angle with this shape. Uh-huh, like that. There you go. So count it.
1,
Uh-huh.
2, 3.
There you go. Do it with that one. So there you go. So all of these shapes, yep, have 3 angles. Now, what's another characteristic that they all have?
They all have 3 vertices.
That's right. So I want you to shade the vertices in this shape. Uh-huh. There you go. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna write on this chart because we're creating a chart. So this one is gonna say 3 angles, 3 sides, and 3 vertices. That is the characteristics that all of these shapes have in common. So I want us to look at another shape. And it's this one right here. So how would you describe this shape without using its name?
I would do, there is a vertice right here and a vertice.
Yeah. Remember, whenever it's 1, we call it the vertex. So you say it has 1 vertex here,
And
right?
1 vertex there, and 1 vertex there, and 1 vertex right there.
All right. So then it has, count with me,
4.
4 vertices. That's right. Okay, so it has 4 vertices. What other characteristic does this shape have?
It has 4 straight sides.
4 straight sides. That's right. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want you to look at this. I'm going to highlight it for you. Now, do you think this is an angle? It looks different, right, than what we saw in our last one? See how this one is in here? Do you think that's an angle?
Yes.
Okay, yes ma'am. This is an angle. We can think of this angle like a mouth, right? It opens on the outside. I'm gonna mark it. And it's like that.
And right there,
Uh-huh.
there, and right there.
You're so right. So we have, how many angles does it have?
4.
4. Now where's the vertex of this angle?
To right
right there. So that means that is your vertex.
And also this is it.
That's right.
So this one connects.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. So you have all of these vertices. So if we count the vertices of this shape, are we also counting the angles? Yes. How do you know? Remember, each of these angles has a vertex, right? Do you see that?
Yep.
So if we count the vertices, we're also counting the number of angles in the shape. So put your finger on the vertices as you count them again.
One.
Mm-hmm. One. What is that called? One what? Vertex. Yeah, one vertex.
1, 2, 3.
But after the first one, and you count a second one, what is it called now?
A vertex.
A vertice. Yep. So it's one vertex.
One vertex, one vertice.
Two vertices. Three vertices. Four vertices. So count it again.
One vertex, two vertices, three vertices, and four vertices.
That is correct. So this shape has 4 vertices and 4 angles and 4 sides. So now we're going to create our own shapes. So you get to draw any shape, but it has to have 4 sides and 4 angles that look different than this. So compare your shapes with mine. Tell me the attributes of it. So what are those?
Those are
Angles, yeah, that's right. How many angles do each of these shapes have? 4. So that's 4 angles. What else can you tell me about the shapes?
They have 4
Vertices.
vertices.
Yeah, So show me where the vertices are.
Right here,
Mm-hmm.
right here,
Yeah.
right here,
Mm-hmm.
and right here.
Yep.
Here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, and right here.
Okay. And what other thing do all these shapes have in common?
They have 4 straight sides.
Yep. There you go. So count them. 1,
1, 2, 3,
yeah.
4.
Yep, that's right.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
And what else can we say about it? Remember.
Open and close.
So which ones are these?
This one's closed.
Closed.
This one's closed and that one's closed.
Yep.
And that one's closed.
Yep. So all of these have 4 straight sides, 4 angles, 4 vertices, and they're all closed. Right? So we're going to write that in our chart. 4 angles.
4 vertices. And 4 straight sides.
4 straight sides. Okay. All right. Thank you.